Alright, welcome back everybody. I'm sad to say that I'm a bit disappointed here. I just played that little teaser in the beginning of the video, and that was the big hype. You know, The Walking Dead yesterday tweeted this. They said, ready, set, click to set a reminder for a head-turning social exclusive. And I really thought we were going to get a trailer or something, but unfortunately we didn't. I still, however, did like that teaser, but I was hoping it was going to be more. There's also like another mini teaser that I want to talk about. This one came out a few weeks ago. I'll talk about that a little bit later in the video. But somebody sent it to me and I completely missed it. I didn't see a lot of people talking about it, probably because it's not a big teaser, but since we're talking about the whispers, I'll go ahead and share it also. But back to the main teaser we got today. Yeah, I was hoping it was gonna be a trailer or something, but still, it's a pretty cool whisper teaser. In the teaser we have some walkers walking, and then all of a sudden this one whisper stops and looks directly at the camera. It's pretty cool, and it's a really good shot of a whisper. And I'm going to talk more about the detail of the whisper in a second. But at first I was thinking that this was like a sneak peek of an episode, because the way this looks and the way they filmed this, it looks like they were just like, it looks like an in-episode thing. But then since the fact that this whisper looked directly at the camera, it most likely is not going to be in the episode. However, it's still pretty cool. So when it comes to the actual whisper, I think it looks great. I think Greg Nicotero did a great job with it. This is our best look at a whisper yet. I think it's a really clear shot and I'm loving it. And this is a great, this is a great like model to look at if you want to tell the difference between a walker and a whisper. Because as we can see, the eyes are, clean, the mouth is clean, so that's obviously a whisper. And I also love the attention to detail they did on the back with the stitches. That is exactly from the comic book, so I think they're doing a great job. And hopefully, they get nominated for, makeup. I know they got nominated for, I believe it was like an Emmy a couple years ago or something for makeup, but then they never did again. And I think they're very underrated in that category. I mean, they should be getting nominated every year. The Walking Dead gets snubbed so much, it's crazy. But anyways, now I'm getting sidetracked. But something else I want to talk about is, who do you guys think this whisper is? So we know it's not Alpha, and the reason we know it's not Alpha is because they released a still of Alpha. Here, I'll put it side by side for you guys. And Alpha has a very unique feature, and that's her bright blue eyes. This walker obviously does not have blue eyes at all. And I actually think it's a great little touch to Alpha's character, because we always want to see Alpha. She's the main whisper, so it's pretty cool how they made that feature unique for her character, just so if we ever see a whisper with bright blue eyes, there most likely isn't two of those, so we know it's gonna be Alpha. And then they released this still of a whisper. Now this whisper, I believe, is just a random whisper. Well, I mean, it's gonna be, I'm sure this whisper is gonna be pretty important to the story, because if they're releasing a still of the whisper, an image of the whisper, because they obviously did like a photo shoot here with all the actors who are playing whispers, if they brought in this guy, he's probably important to the story. But by random, I mean he's not Alpha, Beta, or Lydia. I just went into full detail on why I think this whisper is not Alpha. I mean, yeah, the bright blue eyes gives it away, but also Alpha has a very unique set of clothes also. Here, I'll put an image of Alpha from the Season 9B trailer. This is what Alpha is always going to wear, I'm sure. The dark clothes, we can see the sleeves. And this whisper is actually wearing the exact opposite, light clothes, so yeah, it's not Alpha. But I do think it could be this whisper that I was talking about earlier that they released for the teaser, because the hair definitely matches up, the eyes match up. We know this has a close shot. We know this guy has facial hair, so we know it's a guy. I can't tell if this whisper has facial hair or not. But I was thinking about this, that there's obviously going to be a bunch of extra whispers, like there's extra actors, people in the background of Alexandria, Hilltop, and Kingdom. There's obviously going to be extra whispers also. So I feel like the ones they're going to put the main focus on, the ones they're going to release stills of, the ones they're going to put on the trailers, I feel like they're going to be the main whisperers who are going to have a pretty important role in the story. So I have a feeling these two whispers match up when they're going to be the same person. Plus, Angela Kang said that the TV show is going to adapt the whisperers with a little bit of a twist with it. They're going to do their own thing with the whisperers. It's obviously going to be, they're going to follow the comic book, but they said they're going to do the whisperers in a little bit of a different way. And I think it'd be pretty cool if they add more, main whispers. We know the big ones are Alpha, Beta, and Lydia from the comic books, but I think it'd be pretty cool if they add like some other lieutenants or whatever. Like, we know the Saviors had Negan, Simon, Dwight, Gavin. We knew a lot of the Saviors by name, and I kind of hope they do the same thing with the Whispers, because I think the Whispers are by far more interesting than the Saviors, and we knew a shit ton about the Saviors. So hopefully they do the same thing and add some more Whispers to the story that's going to actually be important. So even though I was hoping for a trailer, that's still a really cool teaser, and the Whisper looks great. It looks creepy. That's always a plus. I think every Whisper we've seen so far, every teaser we got so far for the Whispers, they've all been really great. So they're doing a great job with the marketing. I think people who skipped out on the show, if they see these Whisper teases and they are a fan of horror, I'm sure they want to jump back in and watch it, because that's what The Walking Dead is. It's a horror show, and the Whispers are going to bring that element back. And then here's the other teaser we got. Now, this actually came out like a little bit over a week ago, and I completely missed it. I don't know why I missed this. It's not a big teaser or anything, but I'm saying that I never really saw it. It's pretty cool. I mean, if you think about it, it's pretty much the same thing that they posted today, and they hyped it up. So this got like no hype at all. But a friend of mine sent this to me today and said, "Did you see this?" And I was like, "Holy shit, I never saw this before." But it's still pretty cool. We have just a promo, like I was talking about earlier, just a marketing thing. We have some walkers walking. And then I honestly sort of like this one more in a way than the one we got today. I mean, the one we got today is pretty clear, and it looks like something like an in-episode sneak peek or something. But this one is actually really well put together. Like, we have the lightning bolt, and then this Whisper, this Whisper just stands up and looks directly at the camera. This is actually a really good marketing thing, and I haven't seen this on TV either, and I was watching the marathon, so I don't know why they're not posting this one more. I think this is actually one of the best. I wouldn't call it a teaser, more of a promo that we've gone so far. It's really cool. And since we're having a Whisper discussion, I'm going to talk about some things that Angela Kang said in a recent interview regarding the Whispers. It's not that many things, so I didn't want to make like different little videos about it. We'll just make like one full Whisper video for you guys. But yeah, Angela Kang opened up more about the Whispers and what we can expect, and then also talked about like what she thought about the Whispers from the comic books, which is pretty cool because she's been working on the show for a very long time, and she's like kind of like not only just someone who works in the show, but she's like a genuine fan. And I think it's pretty obvious because, you know, she puts a lot of thought and effort into the show. Like, she's already planning out season 10, which is awesome. And she's been planning out season 10. So things are looking great for The Walking Dead. And a lot of that has to do with Angela Kang. So Angela Kang said, "The Whisper story in the comic is one of my favorites from the comic. That storyline was coming out in the comics as I was working on the show. We were literally reading, we'd get the individual issues in the office, and we were reading them, and we're like, what is he doing? What's happening? And then it's like, I just feel like the answer was so much more strange and rewarding than I thought it would be." So she makes a pretty good point here, which is pretty accurate also, because whether your first experience with the Whispers was like from the comics or the TV show, mine was the comics. So, you know, reading this story for years and years and years, and then all of a sudden, you know, I mean, we're so used to like zombies, and then the only villains are humans. All of a sudden, or at least we're thinking that we're hearing walkers whisper. It's super weird and creepy. And then that big reveal is like that WTF moment. And the TV show, I actually think did a better reveal than the comic books. And I kind of wish that I didn't know about the Whispers and I would experience it with the TV show for the first time ever, because, you know, when that Whisper ducked and stabbed Jesus, I mean, come on. That was, I think, one of the best kills from a villain, like, in the entire Walking Dead. And I kind of, like, I want to hear from people who didn't know about the Whispers. Like, what did you think about that? Because I think that was, like, an amazing kill. And in The Walking Dead, when you die from the hands of a villain, you most likely are going to see it coming. Unless your name is Denise and you get hit with an arrow, like, mid-conversation. But that's an exception. Other than that, we see it coming. But with the Whispers, you know, it's hard for them to tell the difference between a walker and a Whisper, so anybody could die at any time, and I really hope they utilize that more. I want to see characters like kind of, you know, some jump kills, you would say, I guess, like the thing they did with Jesus. I want to see more of that. But anyways, I just wanted to share these 2 teasers with you guys in case you haven't seen them yet. We still got a little bit over a month away from the Season 9B premiere. Hopefully this video was somewhat entertaining for you on this Sunday where we usually get The Walking Dead, but today we don't. But I'd love to hear from you, so in the comments down below, leave your thoughts and opinions about the Whispers and the teasers, and what do you want to see throughout the Whisper arc. Also, if you are a fan of The Walking Dead, be sure to hit the subscribe button to be kept up to date with anything new that comes out in the world of The Walking Dead. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys later.